which is still sort followed the same sort of thing, but in sort of a different way, I suppose. I don't know how to explain it because I haven't played it in so long. I need to refresh my memory.
Yes, go play it now.
I can't. Got sold.
Oh.
You told me about another game as well.
I can't remember.
I'll go fast check the log.
Oh, please.
Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
Dear man,
Christ.
any other games you want to talk about that are vintage?
Are you talking to me or Seb? Because I'm
Dear man, Dear man,
yeah.
I said.
Games. Oh, a game we played not too long ago, the Star Wars Shadow of the Empire.
Yeah, we did, and I mean it's so hard for me to say it's bad because it is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's.
But it's still really bad.
I know exactly what you mean.
I mean, the controls are horrible. It's like you're on constantly slippery ice.
Yes, it's like running in high heels on ice.
And I mean, the lag, the bad frame. I mean, the bad frame rate, and it's like playing co-op in Perfect Dark for 64. It's horrible. It makes your eyes bleed after a while. But you still play the damn thing because you're actually having fun.
And also,
horrible. It's fucking horrible.
Shadow of the Empire was also the shooting. You can't really aim at all, and it has some sort of auto aim. And also,
it's nothing but auto aim.
Yeah, it's some sort of auto aim, and it's slow. So you start shooting, it's like it slowly aims like, towards the enemy, and you can hold Z button and just some kind of wiggle around. It looks really weird because he's instead of just moving his hand, he moves from the hips and just leans backwards and
It's horrible.
Yeah, it is.
But it's still fun. It is.
But the thing I like with the game is when you drive the ships and everything. The first map is almost the best of it all.
Which one was that?
When you're on the Hoth and you fly the.
Oh yeah.
Ships.
I mean that didn't feel janky, and the frame rate was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I guess it didn't have to. Yeah, I mean just rendered the whole thing, my guess, and then just had the AT-ATs.
Yeah, the 8080 was cool when you have to like snare them with the harpoons.
I mean they actually made the whole both the POV aspect when you had to actually aim.
Yeah.
And the whole cable snaring leg thing is they actually made that feel good, and that's something to praise because that's an old game.
Yeah. And it wasn't too hard, and you knew exactly how to do it, but you just had to fiddle around with the stick and get the exactly in the spot. So
I would say that stage pissed
that
you
was
off.
a weird sentence.
It pissed you off just enough to make you want to play it again.
Yeah. I just realized fiddle around with the stick and get it right in the spot. Enough about that. Another game is when you.
That was inevitable, chat.
Yeah. When you said Perfect Dark, I remembered. Oh yeah, GoldenEye. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's also an old favorite. I can say I never owned that game. I never did. I just played it so much at my friends.
Yeah.
Place. I mean, you played the missions, and then you played the missions with cheats, and then you played the multiplayer. And I just brought my controllers over and we just played, four players split screen. And I mean, I'm not sure I would really enjoy it as much today because the controls, in comparison to controls we've been used to today, it's not that good. But
I think that was kind of the thing with it, since the maps and everything. If you had the controls nowadays, you would just run in and you would die. Just be like Counter-Strike. But because it was so hard to aim and but it wasn't really bad, but it was just hard and fiddly to aim. So you could actually like oh, and you ran around and like oh, and
I mean, we had so much fun with that. It's just being around with friends in that way. I mean, I do like online gaming, don't take me wrong, but it's a whole different thing. And as a person who hasn't really owned, well, I do own a 360, but what the hell are you doing? Stop it. Stop taping your iPod. Stop it.
What's he doing?
Stop scratching things.
He's taping his
I
iPod
wonder
to
what
his
he's
face.
scratching.
Who's scratching?
Yeah, for all the people who don't know, and I mean, I don't know if anyone's listening, but but Shrapnel doesn't really have a computer right now. I guess I guess some of the not so perfect audio could be because of that in some way.
Yeah.
He's now recording himself from his iPod because his mother broke his computer.
Oh no! Now the internet knows.
Yeah, I mean it's
Oh,
okay.
no.
I mean it's not your fault.
Yeah. Well,
She needs greens.
Yeah, eat your
Depends, yeah.
beans and stop
eat
No.
being
my
a bitch.
fucking bean.
I don't think his mom is an old game, so we shouldn't talk about her.
Yeah.
To be fair.
To be fair.
Oh, the last thing with GoldenEye,
Hmm?
or two things. Um, the guys that no one liked was the people playing as Oddjob, because that was cheating.
What?
Yeah. Because he was half the size of all the other characters, so it was impossible to hit him. And you could also throw.
No, not Oddjob. Was it Oddjob?
Yeah, and he's a dwarf that threw his hat.
Well, it wasn't really a dwarf. It was Korean, but.
Yeah, but he was short in the game.
Oh yeah, I'm mixing. I'm mistaking here because I'm thinking about Nick Knack, the actual midget, but he's from another Bond game. So never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind me.
Yeah.
I think
So as far as like,
And the thing
So,
with James Bond,
yeah.
it was when chivalry wasn't dead, when you could actually have a split screen and no one watched the other one's screens.
yeah,
Well,
Or you pretended not to anyway, so, oh, he's there, so I'll go check here first so he doesn't notice that I'm looking at his screen. And like, you knew someone was behind you because you could see their screen, but technically you didn't know, so you couldn't turn around.
yeah, it was like you were kind of cheating, but you kind of were trying not to cheat at the same time. It's kind
Yeah.
of fun. I mean that's a good part about other games like tournament fighters that you're both on the same screen, so it's hard to cheat that way.
Yeah.
I've heard they fixed that sort of with the new Wii U. That like one guy is playing on the controller and his screen is on the controller, and the other guy gets the big screen.
Oh,
Yeah, it's in such co-op games. But what you described to me, where was I? What you described to me with the whole controls being fiddly, it's like it kind of reminds me of this mobile game. It's like basic. Well, it's not this. It's like not this game that no one knows about. It's like it's a Counter-Strike on mobile phone, which is fucking horrible.
Oh,
Oh,
Like,
speaking about old games and mobile phones, Snake.
oh,
Snake.
Everyone played it.
Yeah,
yeah, of course.
we love thee.
We loved it, but we hate it now.
I
I
had this
downloaded
old.
it on my iPhone.
I had this old. I mean, it looked like a Game Boy, but it wasn't a Game Boy, and it had like Snake and 3 or 4 other games.
Probably Tetris.
Yeah, Tetris, Snake, and some kind of weird racing game. I don't know what it's called. That kind of game. I mean, it's really cheap. It's probably next to nothing. I mean, but you did play Snake on this thing.
Yeah.
And it actually saved the high score if I'm not until you actually remove the batteries. But yeah, so me and my sister had this, and I think I was really trying really hard to beat her score, and she was a dick to me when I was a kid because I was a smaller one, so she just smacked me in the back of the head. And, you can't beat my high score in Snake. So I just removed the batteries. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
It's gone. It's gone.
That's such a dick move, Anders.
Yeah, she deserved it.
But we all know you're a dick, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bigger one than you were back then. Anyway. Anders, any second game, or did you...
Well, probably. I'm just looking over my shoulder right now. I'm looking at my SNES games. I really did.
You're cheating.
Yeah, I am cheating because I need a bit of an update for myself because I'm bad at remembering things.
Well, I remember.
I
Oh,
did
yeah.
really like Donkey Kong Country, the first one. I really did.
I heard good games. I heard good things about it.
I did like the whole thing with. I'm not pretending to actually know how they made the graphics thingies, but I think it was like some kind of 3D processing before they actually put it in a game. So seeing it next to Super Mario World, I liked that as well, but it looked so much less cartoony in a cool way, and I had never seen that before. And when I got it, and it's also a really solid platformer, so I can still play that and still really enjoy it. Just I don't know, and I guess the whole thing just playing as weird monkeys. It was,
Everyone loves monkeys.
just monkeys riding rhinos and huge frogs.
Yeah. Isn't
Great.
there a scene where you when you play as some sort of a fish, like some?
Yeah,
Can't remember.
you are riding a swordfish at some point.
Yeah.
Got a
No,
lot
aren't
of
you playing as a swordfish?
You play as a swordfish in a bonus stage, but never a real stage.
Yeah. That's.
I thought you said a bonus stage. What was that noise for?
Swordfish.
Swordfish. Swordfish.
Swordfish. We have to make a swordfish.
Yeah.
We should. No, I say you can't start draw now. You'll have to wait.
Don't draw.
Oh,
Keep away from that pen.
You should talk instead.
that could be our mascot.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Anyone else have anything? I know Seb were talking about something.
There was. Oh, I have one game.
The
That's
one
almost.
the one I hate.
Which one's the one that you hate?
You hate a lot of things, Anders.
I hate most things. Actually.
Yeah.
What game did you hate?
What's it called? I can never remember the name. The point and click game that you liked so much as a kid. And you
No, not that one. The one I'm thinking of is almost a guilty pleasure. Because I don't think people really liked it. It's the Banjo-Kazooie.
That's not a guilty pleasure. Everyone liked that game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
most people I've talked to, but what did you even play that? It's a stupid bird and a bear, and I'm like, they're not stupid.
I've never heard anyone not liking that game to be completely
We were
honest.
playing it the other week at games night.
It's
Though,
lovely.
Too fun.
though I have to be honest, and this is a thing that people just how can you think this? And I did like Banjo-Tooie better than the first one. I did. And everyone just you have to play the original version. And everyone gets pissed off. But yeah, that's my opinion. The first one is good, but I still think the second one is better.
In some way, the second one it was better, like mechanically and everything. But I think the feel in the first one was a lot lighter and more cheerful.
Yeah.
I just liked the whole fact that they actually killed that fucking mole in the beginning because it was a pain in the ass.
But then
and the
he's
horrible morbid jokes that when I think one of the mole kids is telling Banjo like, oh, are you going to save us? Of course, I'm gonna fix all of this. And the bird says, but who's gonna fix that? It's like, oh fuck you, bird.
yeah.
Well, when I was younger, basically, I don't know if this is a worldwide thing or just in Serbia. So basically, when I was a young lad, I never had a console.
You are a young lad.
Yeah. Well, I never had a console. The first console I got was the Wii. So, when I was a kid, I always played on the PC, and there was like a CD with 200 and I think 64 games on it, and they were like mostly Sega games, like the Addams Family game.
So you were pirating at an early age.
But the thing is, we bought the fucking CD. That's the thing.
Oh, I forgot your. I'm not gonna insult your country. I'm sorry.
I still pirate games, so I'm sorry for the people who buy them.
Yeah,
But
it's
No,
okay.
you're not allowed to say that on stream.
Yes. Okay. So just censor me. So
So people.
It's live.
yeah. So those were really interesting